Hey there, this is Lexi with my week 1 wrap up for the February Manga Challenge. This is probably going to be a shorter video because I only read one series. I thought that I should probably start off with my Naruto binge for the beginning of this challenge, so that's what I did. I tried to start off strong with reading more than one volume per day, and that happened for part of it. So starting off on February 1st, I read volume 51 and volume 52. And then on the 2nd, I read volume 53. I really liked this one. It gave me a lot of answers about his parents, which is kind of what I was suspecting based on the cover page, or the cover, not cover page. And the back too. That's kind of a cute picture. Kind of sad at the same time since that never really happened, but anyway. Yeah, this was a really good one. Gave me lots of answers, which was nice. And then I also read volume 54 on the 2nd as well. Then on the 3rd, I read volumes 55 and 56. And then unfortunately I got really sick over the weekend, so I kind of dropped my 2-book streak, but oh well. I just started reading single volumes, so I read 57 on February 4th, 58 on the 5th, and volume 59 on the 6th. Then finally yesterday I read volume 60. The first few volumes of this were a little slow. I think I've heard a lot of people say that the first half of the box set for the 3rd box set is a little slow, but then it kind of picks up, so I think I'm finally starting to get there. I really like where the story is going right now, and I haven't done my reading for today, so I'm pretty excited. I'll read at least one book for sure, probably more than that though, just because I want to know where it's going and how it's going to end. Sasuke just showed up in the end of volume 60, so I'm excited to see what happens with him. And yeah, one more thing is this guy here, Eight Tails, or Killer Bee. I didn't really like him at first, but through reading these books, I think he had a lot more character development. The reason I didn't like him was because he just seemed kind of like a flat character. There didn't seem like much to him besides his whole like rapping thing. He didn't really seem to have much development or much real motive, I guess, for doing the things he did, but then they kind of went into his backstory with his brother and how he came to possess Eight Tails, and so you learn a lot more about him in these books here, and that made me like him a lot more because he's one of the prominent characters in this part of the story arc. So that was another thing I really liked about reading this so far. Anyway, I'm excited to read the rest of it, like I said. Hopefully I'll get through that for week number 2. There's 12 books left, so that's again more than one a day. And unfortunately I've got 2 exams coming up next week, so that might be a little optimistic, but I guess we'll see where I get. Anyway, until next week's wrap up, take care and I'll see you next time.